The face of GigaChad is truly a sight to behold, and one you simply can't escape from in most corners of the internet. Whichever website you go to, you're bound to come across this muscular tower of a man, his charming smile, and his impossibly chiseled jawline. GigaChad has become the ultimate symbol of ultra-masculinity. He's an apex alpha male, teeming with testosterone, who overcomes adversity and cares not for what others think. Nothing is really known about the man himself besides what many believe is his name, Ernest Khalimov, and that he is purportedly a bodybuilder living in Russia who models for the photo art project Sleek and Tears. But given GigaChad's borderline inhuman musculature, his non-existent online presence, and until recently, his complete refusal to comment on his internet fame, many have been wondering, how do we know for sure that the person known as Ernest Khalimov is a real person at all? Is GigaChad real? To get to the bottom of this mystery, we first need to get acquainted with Christos Soudmelis, the creator of the Sleek and Tears art project. In July 2011, the Russian photographer started the project with a friend, using the name Robert Fremer as an alias. For a couple of years, the project focused on dark art, horror, and the macabre, producing works that were digitally edited photographs of Soudmelis herself and other models. By 2014, Sleek and Tears made a gradual shift from the art of the macabre into the art of the naked male body, with the project now focused on exploring the masculine principle, as Soudmelis puts it. In a 2016 interview, Soudmelis refers to her 5 main models, referring to them as her 5 muses who formed the core of the Sleek and Tears project. In the interview, Soudmelis gives the name of one of them, Artur Farad, a stomatologist based in Moscow and her boyfriend at the time. Farad and 3 other bodybuilders, whom Soudmelis refers to as Zoyka, Adamov, and Vugar, appear in many of her 2015 works, with several new faces starting to pop up in 2016. Soudmelis' 5th muse appears to be the same man you already know, the man with Berlin.1969 tattooed across the bottom of his stomach. It seems like it's GigaChad. The debate over whether GigaChad is real started almost immediately after the first images went viral on fitness forums and on 4chan back in October 2017. Users on 4chan's Fitboard and forums like Lookism dug up initial evidence that the photographs of the cartoonish alpha male might actually be digitally manipulated images of another man. Some became convinced that Soudmelis was photoshopping her boyfriend Artur Farad into GigaChad for her project. One image in particular also gathered attention, in which it appears as if Soudmelis had photoshopped GigaChad next to her own childhood photo as her father, and this father-daughter dynamic didn't slide past online theorists either. Next, we'll show 2 photographs of GigaChad that after a simple search online, we discovered were actually digitally edited photographs of other models. First and foremost, we have the earliest currently known image of GigaChad online. Not only does GigaChad not look like he does in most other photographs, his watch appears incorrectly lit and sitting way too tight on his wrist. GigaChad's signature Berlin.1969 tattoo is also shown on his stomach. The original photo was made by photographer Lucio Luna and published in 2013, 1 year before Soudmelis posted her edited version. The second photograph was posted on GigaChad's now defunct VK profile. This time, she built upon a photograph of Bruno Tamaz, made by photographer Wong Sim in 2014, including the picture that was already pointed out by the Lookism forums user. That makes a total of 3 pieces of evidence that the person known as Ernest Khalimov doesn't really exist. But even without this photographic evidence, there are still plenty of hints that Khalimov is merely a fantasy, concocted and maintained by Soudmelis. For one, GigaChad does not have any online presence except for his modeling photographs in an Instagram account Berlin.1969, which also contains the same photographs. What little communication Khalimov had on the internet since 2015 is limited to occasional comments on Sleek and Tears posts and 3 Instagram posts on his account made in April and May 2021 in response to the memes about him. Additionally, not a single decent quality video of GigaChad can be found anywhere, while videos of many other Sleek and Tears models can be found on the project's YouTube channel and its Facebook page. The only clip of GigaChad in existence is a looped video that is about half a second long, has a few frames, and is conveniently lit in the worst way imaginable. Some online investigators have speculated that this Berlin.1969 creation may be Soudmelis' tribute to her own father. 1969 is a direct reference to the man's year of birth, something which was confirmed by Soudmelis in Instagram comments. In many posts and replies, Pseudomolus refers to the man as her dad and describes him as a father figure, even one time responding to a direct question, "Is this really your father?" with, "I'll leave this as a maybe." But while GigaChad may be a digital creation, he still borrows his body from real models. While Sleek and Tears model Artur Farad, who was at one point Pseudomolus' boyfriend, has most likely been photoshopped into GigaChad at least once, it's also likely that Pseudomolus used some other models to sculpt her muse. But that leaves the question, who is speaking as GigaChad? In April and May of 2021, GigaChad responded to his internet fame in 3 Instagram posts. While the posts are written in English for the most part, the last one has an entire sentence written in Lithuanian, which roughly translates to, "Water and time will not wash away this steel." Pseudomolus herself is half Lithuanian. So based on the available evidence, it appears that GigaChad may indeed be an art project, created by Pseudomolus as her muse and likely inspired by her father. Berlin.1969 appears to be just a series of digitally altered photographs of Russian bodybuilder Artur Farad and several other models. What makes GigaChad real to us is what he symbolizes. It's the idea of a man who is in complete harmony with himself and the world around him. And it's this idea that makes GigaChad more Chad-like than anything else.